I'm about 5 years late with this, so don't get mad at me. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Find Your Voice show, where we are helping high profile Black woman leaders to find their voice from the inside out. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Okay, so I know that you're wondering what it is that I am 5 years late with. And I'm scared to admit this because some of you will want to take my black card away, and I dare you because I will hold on to it for dear life. Those in the United States, you know what I mean. In other countries, you might be like, her black card, what's that? You're going to have to look it up in like the colloquialism dictionary. I'm not getting into that. I just saw the New Edition movie, the New Edition biopic. Can I just say it's so amazing? So if you have not seen that New Edition story, it's on Prime. I think I was watching it on Prime. Please make sure you see it. Apparently it was done in 2017. My bad. Anyway, there's this, and by the way, if you're saying who's New Edition, please unsubscribe. Okay. So, by the way, please click subscribe and the notification bell so you can get a notification when new content drops. There was a scene in the movie where Ralph Tresvant, as a child, is offered to go on his own and leave his group behind. That was at the beginning of their career. And little Ralph Tresvant says no. And I want to dive into that because maybe he could have made it even bigger if he would have just said yes. But he recognized the value of what he had, so he said no. He recognized that those guys weren't just the singers or the group, but they had become his family. Today, in your ascent to being a transformational voice to the world, I want to impress upon you to truly value your relationships. Now, I need to pause and talk about this elephant that's in the room. And the elephant is my two little braids that are sticking out from the side of my head. No, I'm not I'd already done it, and then I realized, oh my gosh, I didn't do the video for today. I don't care. I'm not taking it out, okay? You could be embarrassed. Back to the show. Recognize the value of your relationships. What relationships in your life might you be taking for granted? What relationships have you just had and you don't really think about it? Today, I'm going to ask you to actually make an intention to think about those relationships and consider a few things. Consider those people, and are they just friendships or is it even family? Ralph Tresvant knew those guys really would be his family. Yes, we all have blood relation, but I'm talking about going even deeper than that. How much deeper can you go? Well, I love how I'm talking to myself and answering the questions. That's great. Anyway, it's about that cultivating. For me, my love language, I think it's changing now, but my primary love language in the past has been words of affirmation and touch. And words of affirmation, it's not just about saying I love you, but it's expressing love even by talking, that exchange, that dialogue, and also by touch. That's pretty obvious. I am, those of you who really know me, lockdown and quarantine, oh, that starved me of that love that I give and the love that I feel through touch. However, the other piece to this is I've learned that quality time means a lot to me. And I am really cultivating those relationships through the quality time. Let me explain. I have moved to another country. Right now I'm in New York, but I live in Kenya. And how do you keep a relationship when you're thousands upon thousands of miles away, even on another continent? It is not easy, especially when you're 7 hours ahead, sometimes 8. It's not easy, but you learn how to cultivate that. Now, sometimes people think, let's say quality time might be quantity. Don't get that twisted, because sometimes it may be a few weeks, and depending upon who the person is, it may be a couple of months before we speak. But guess what? When we speak, there's the quality there that has knitted us together, that has brought us and the relationship to make it stronger, to make the bond stronger. So how do you make sure that bond is strong? Here's just a couple of things you can do to cultivate the relationship. I think you should speak in honesty. And sometimes, many times, that may be hard, especially when you are disagreeing about something. And that actually is the next point. Consider disagreeing in love. Consider disagreeing in love. We are all humans. We have different perspectives on different parts of life. However, I don't think a disagreement is worth ending relationships over always. Sometimes it may be. I don't know. That's you, but disagreeing in love. And by the way, that is something that I am so working on. So working on. And the last, but this the most important thing, and you hear me talk about this a lot, is making a commitment. When we think about commitment as far as relationships are concerned, I know that we're normally considering our marriage, or maybe your partner, whoever you're in a partnership with, and you make that commitment, to death do us part, if you will. However, consider what your commitment is in those friendships, in those family friendships with your loved ones. What are you committed to? Relationships sometimes come with ups and downs. What value are you adding to it? How are you cultivating it? Make a commitment. Disagree in love, in honesty. I think these are some of the ways that you can root and ground your relationships in as you are on your way to becoming a transformational voice in this world. Make sure you like this video. When you share it with others, please, on Instagram, Facebook, at Coach Vuyanzi, share it on there, and please tag me. You can share the title of this particular video. You can share what it is you got from it. Please make sure you tag me, and make sure you also comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts about, number one, have you been taking any relationships for granted? Number two, what is your commitment in those relationships? And what are you bringing to the table? So from me, my little braids, you're like, you can braid your hair. Those of you who saw me like last year, this is a miracle. Anyway, you'll have to go look at some old Instagram posts or some old Facebook videos. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, comment, and always subscribe. Queen, until the next time we meet, mwah.